I made a conscious decision, a very conscious decision, when Harry and Meghan, because I was one of the biggest critics of Harry and Meghan, and especially Meghan Markle, Harry Markle and Meghan Markle, as I call them. I was one of the biggest critics out there about them. And a lot of anti-Meghan people came to me to hear what I had to say, and because I don't speak about them anymore, because I made that decision that if they were to wanted to pursue a private life, then I'm not going to bother with them. If they want to be private people, I make it. I don't want to be one of those people. There comes a point where, if you're trying, if you're a member of a public family, and you're using the taxpayers' money to build your home, and you're doing all sorts of things, and yet you have contempt for the country that you're marrying into, and because you're a public figure, I'm going to nitpick at all of the things that is wrong with you, the way you treat your father, and the way you don't get along with anybody. Yes, if you decide you are actively coming into a family which is going to makes you public property, and especially if you're taking taxpayers' money. I don't care if I'm not British, but you know what? I'm going to report on it. I'm going to report. But if you decide that you're not going to take money anymore, and you want to be private, and you don't want people like Arana Nation talking, I'm not going to do it. You're private. It's fine. I don't care anymore. I made that decision. And so a lot of people unsubscribed and all that stuff. A lot of people unsubscribed who were here just to hear me talk about Meghan. Well, that's your problem. I mean, I'm not going to attack people who are doing their best to try and be private citizens. Okay? That's just me. But there is something that I do want to talk about, and I just can't help myself. I have to. It appears that Prince Harry, he's trying to. He apparently, it looks like he is regretting his decision to just completely abandon his family for some woman. Of course, he's going to regret that decision. Of course, he's going to regret that decision. But let's get to what's going on here. It says that Prince Harry, especially with this COVID-19, he is suffering cabin fever. He's, quote, secretly tortured, unquote, over his decision to leave the royal family. Now, right now, it sounds like Harry and Meghan are cooped up at Tyler Perry's home in Los Angeles. They were in British Columbia. I don't know what happened to them. They left Canada. Now they're in Los Angeles. And apparently they're at Tyler Perry's home. And it seems like Harry is just regretting his decision. It's as plain as simple. He misses his family. He misses his father. Especially with this coronavirus, he's locked up in this house, can't go anywhere. And of course, he's in California. And liberal, left-wing, far left-wing California, they're the politicians there, and just like any far left globalist politician, what they love most of all is power. And they're just trying to prolong this coronavirus thing as much as possible. And many parts of California are actually forcing people to stay inside. And even the prince has to stay inside. He's locked away in this mansion. He can't go anywhere. He can't go anywhere. I mean, everything is closed. People are locked up. All of his friends, who are probably all leftists as well, these are, leftists are more afraid of this coronavirus than people on the right. I'm an independent, but I'm not afraid, But that's just how it is. So his friends are all locked up in their mansions as well. Meghan is probably up all over him, saying, if you go out anywhere, you ain't gonna see this child, you hear? You ain't gonna touch my child if you walk out this. You ain't gonna bring coronavirus up in this house. That's the type of person Meghan. I think Meghan is one of those people who would be very, very big into this coronavirus. She's probably wearing masks in her car. She probably wears masks in the house. She probably put a mask on the baby. I'm telling you, she comes across as that type of person. She comes across as that type of person, okay? And Harry, is a beta male. We've already established that, and so he's cooped up here with this vicious wife, just locked up. He's surrounded by strangers, and he's just thinking to himself, you know what? I miss my home. I miss the Queen, my grandmother. I miss my father. I even miss Camilla. I miss William, even though I humiliated him out in public, making people think I didn't like him. I miss my family, and there's no place like home, damn it. That's what the brother is saying. Of course that's what he's going to say. I wouldn't doubt that for a moment. That's what he's saying. And especially since his father had coronavirus, and his grandmother, he realizes that these people are going to be around forever. And it's like, here he is in California with this woman who he never really knew. And he completely just shut himself away from his family. And especially these old people here, the Queen, Prince Philip, Prince Charles, they're not going to be around forever, I'm just waiting. It's only a matter of time before you hear big breaking news all over the news that the Queen is dead or Prince Philip is dead. It's just a matter of time. It's probably happening right now and we don't know it. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time before you wake up in the morning and you see, because I've got all the news apps, right? And they all give you the breaking news. And you turn on your phone and all of the news people, Fox, BBC, Sky, all of them are saying the Queen Elizabeth is dead. Prince Philip is dead. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Prince Philip especially, I think the Queen may live a little bit longer. I think the Queen probably has, how old is she now, 92? I think she has a good 8 years left. Maybe 10 if she's lucky. Her mother lived to be 102, Prince Philip is only a matter of time. The man looks like he's dead. I think he's probably already dead. I don't know. When I saw him the last time on tele, he looked like he was dead and they had just dug out his body out the grave and sat it there. And when he was at the wedding, Meghan and Harry's wedding, he looked like a corpse that had been dug up and sat next to the Queen. I don't know what's going on with him. But it's only a matter of time. And Harry's thinking, look, what have I done? What have I done? How could I have been so stupid? I mean, this woman I barely knew. And yeah, she's beautiful. She's sexy. She is hot. Prince Harry, I'm not gay, so I don't know what is good looking on a man or not. But I don't think Harry's all that good looking. I don't think so. I think William is handsome. Charles is still handsome. But I don't see Harry kind of look like a hippie. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know do girls find that attractive? I don't know. I don't think so. So I think the fact that someone like Meghan paid him so much attention, it got his rocks off. He's like, whoa! And I think Harry is very immature in the head, he's like, what, 5 years older than me? 10 years older than me? I think I'm way more. He's too young. I think his brain is high school, I think. And I remember high school. It's like this woman, Meghan. And Meghan is beautiful, okay? I criticize her left, right, and center, but she's beautiful. You can't take that away from her. She's beautiful. More beautiful than Kate. Kate is plain, okay? Meghan is beautiful. Her personality is ugly as hell, but she's beautiful. And this woman paid him attention, and he's like, damn! I'm going to do anything for her. I will kiss the ground she walks on. I'll do whatever she says. I will be her slave. I'll be her slave. I'll do whatever I can to make her stay in my life. And then, so as a result, and then, the family, they take one good look at her, the Queen, Prince William, his older brother, and he says, I don't know. I don't trust. I don't know. What is it? And Harry gets angry. And Harry, how dare you talk about my woman, my queen, my goddess, my princess? Don't you? And he takes it personally, you know what I mean? He takes it personally, which is admirable in some ways. He's taking care of his woman, his so-called woman. Too bad I don't think his woman really respects him. I've always said, a woman that treats her father bad is going to treat you bad. You go with a woman who treats the men in her life with contempt, you better watch out. She treats her father with pure and unadulterated contempt. It's like he was the scum of the earth, like something she rubbed on her shoe. I mean, really, it's just vicious the way she treated her father and still treats the father. I think I think he should just give up on her. If it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have been where she is today. He paid for everything, and the way she just treats him like dog. The way she treated her ex, just mailed the ring back in the mail, sent the ring back to him in the mail and said, oh, by the way, we're done. The way women treat men, and I'm not saying women have to be slaves. It's the same thing with men too. Women don't go with men who treat their mothers with contempt, who treat their mothers badly. Don't do it. No. But women who treat the men in their life badly are going to treat you badly. They will treat you badly, and they won't lose a wink of sleep over it. I wouldn't go with a woman as beautiful as she is. I'm too old for that. Maybe when I was 18. But now, 27, I mean, and that's not even that old either. But, you know, a woman who ended the relationship with her ex by mailing the ring in the post and saying it's over in the post, I'm going to stay away from. Maybe I'll make them a one-night stand. You know, that's what Meghan, and Prince Philip even said that, you know. As bad as Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, the husband to the Queen, he said a woman like Meghan, one just steps out with. One night stand. You don't marry her because of the way she, I mean, people said that's bad, but I agreed with him, and I'm not a Prince Philip fan. I think he's evil. He's going to hell. He said that when he's dead, he wants to be a virus. That's why I think he's dead and he's come back as coronavirus. But he said that, and I agree, because Meghan Markle is someone who is not going to treat men properly. So Prince Harry is with this woman who's really beautiful but has a terrible personality. The family sees it, and he goes off on them, creates a huge stink about it in national media, and now he packs up his bags, he runs off to Los Angeles and to Canada and all these foreign places he knows nothing about, with all these people he knows nothing about. He's staying there with Meghan, and now he's regretting it. Of course. There's no place like home. There's no place like mother. There's no place like dad. There's no place like your siblings and your uncles and your aunt and, you know, your family. There's no place. I mean, you know, and they can be as bad as anything. And, you know, yes, maybe you want to be distant from them in some aspects, but to completely just, you know, over this woman who you don't know. And I don't know what they did to him, but, you know, I feel it's just a lack of maturity. Now look at him, he's gone. And it's not that easy to come back now. I mean, you can't just, because then it'll make him look even worse. But he's gone. And I don't think Meghan wants to go back either. I think she's having a whale of a time. She's doing what she did before. And Harry's just kind of awkwardly just in Los Angeles, doesn't know what to do. He's not used to it. And to be honest with you, I think he's the lesser important one in that relationship. She has isolated Harry in Los Angeles. Nobody knows Prince Harry. They all know Meghan. They all know her. Oprah, Tyler Perry, what's that tennis player's name? Her last name is also Perry, isn't it? What's that tennis player, the one who's so close to Meghan, who looked kind of, anyway. You know, all these people, Oprah, all these people, they know Meghan, but they don't know him. So she's with her people. She's got her mother, you know, and mother-in-laws, holy, you know, she's got all these people, and he's just alone like that. And on top of that, I don't think Meghan treats him very good. But anyway, yeah, he's apparently missing it. He's apparently missing his old life. I guess he's growing up. I don't know. Maybe we'll see Prince Harry come back. Will Meghan come back with him? We'll have to see. This is the Arana Nation.